If you want to know more about Bifrost and what problems it solves, but don't want to go through all the articles and documents, this video is for you. Let's get started. There are currently more than 100 proof-of-stake public chains, with a total market value of more than $145 billion. Staking activities and services through the proof-of-stake mechanism will generate more than $2.5 billion in revenue each year. Expectations for the ecosystem development of DeFi, Ethereum 2.0, Polkadot, heterogeneous cross-chain decentralized exchanges, etc. are full of the current crypto market. But with big possibilities come big changes and problems. The first problem is staking and DeFi competition. Emerging DeFi projects such as liquidity mining continue to emerge, and DeFi products may bring users a high annualized rate of return. But since the staking mechanism of proof-of-stake requires participants to lock token assets, users must choose between staking and DeFi. Staking revenue and DeFi revenue will inevitably come into fierce competition. If the DeFi rate of return cannot exceed the lockup cost of staking, token holders will choose to participate in staking. In the reverse situation, token holders will inevitably allocate assets to DeFi activities. Users face difficult choices and desperately need a solution that has the best of both worlds. The second problem is the liquidity and security conflict. In a proof-of-stake consensus system, the safe and sustainable operation of the system is maintained by the staking mechanism, which means that the liquidity of token assets and the security of the system are in mutually exclusive state. Increasing the liquidity of staking would have the trade-off of reduced network security. If the staking rate is too low, it will cause proof-of-stake consensus security risks. In the reverse situation, most digital assets would be staked and result in insufficient liquidity of assets. Secondary market prices can only be expressed through a small proportion of assets, so there will be violent price fluctuations. For users who are currently staking, they lose liquidity due to lockup and cannot hedge against the risk of sharp price fluctuations, causing the opportunity cost of staking to continue to be magnified. This requires a solution that can reduce the opportunity cost of users to participate in staking, and at the same time increase the overall staking rate of the proof-of-stake public chain. The third problem is staking and cross-chain conflict. With the launch of star projects such as Cosmos, Polkadot, and Ethereum 2.0, users will participate in many cross-chain scenarios, and the token asset locking behavior of participating in cross-chain activities will cause users to lose the staking rewards of the original tokens. For example, users send ETH across the decentralized bridge to the Polkadot parachain to participate in DeFi activities. The typical bridge solution is to lock the ETH into the smart contract corresponding to the decentralized bridge, and then release it in the Polkadot parachain, thereby receiving an equal amount of VETH. Since ETH is locked on the bridge contract and does not participate in staking activities, if there was a solution that allows users to hold VETH while obtaining staking rewards on the original chain, the cost of the cross-chain activities can be greatly reduced. The Bifrost project was created to solve all of the above-mentioned problems. Bifrost is a decentralized heterogeneous cross-chain system and multi-chain connector that provides liquidity for the staked assets of multiple proof-of-stake public chains. Bifrost is developed based on the Substrate framework and belongs to the Polkadot ecosystem. The Bifrost network provides an intermediate abstraction layer between staking and the application layer, so that the staking behavior and application layer behavior, originally built on the underlying architecture of the public chain, change from a parallel and mutually exclusive relationship to a virtually compatible relationship, thereby solving staking and DeFi, the mutual exclusion of cross-chain activities. Through the Bifrost parachain, users can deposit tokens for staking into V tokens at any time, and then Bifrost's cross-chain interaction model uses the collected tokens to perform staking operation on the original chain. Each post token will correspond to a different V token, such as Bridget Polkadot token DOT corresponding to V DOT, and Ethereum token ETH to VETH. Simply put, by providing the liquidity of V token, it is possible to take into account the liquidity of original chain assets and the security of the original chain system. Users who hold V tokens can participate in staking in the original network, and use V tokens to participate in DeFi and cross-chain activities, and no longer conflict with staking benefits. But the biggest problem solver and a real game changer of all is SALP. SALP, known as the Slot Auction Liquidity Protocol, is a protocol introduced by Bifrost Finance to release liquidity from locked DOT or KSM positions in parachain auctions by issuing derivative assets attached to locked assets. For crowd loan participants, SALP offers the opportunity to participate in the crowd loan without lockup and to receive the reward of bidding on backed projects without losing stake in DOT or KSM liquidity. For parachains bidding for slot, SALP attracts more backers who do not wish to lose opportunity costs, increasing the probability of a successful bid. SALP is already working, and you can contribute through it right now in the Bifrost app and get bigger rewards. There is a lot of awesome stuff about SALP that we'll cover next. Hopefully, by now you have a better understanding of Bifrost. You can join the community by links provided in the description.